Welcome to a Forza Motorsport open lobby in Hockenhiem with LMDh cars. We head into turn 1, the Jota number 30 into turn 1, it gets overtaken from pole by the orange and silver Cadillac. Heading around the outside, it was an aggressive move by Big Flaff, who takes the lead ahead of the number 30 Joe, who goes down the inside. They make contact, the 31 making contact with Joe, so the 30 and the 31 battling as they head down the straight. Down the parabolica, that's naughty by the Cadillac, shoving Joe onto the grass nearly. Joe using that curve to his advantage though, going to the inside, getting ahead of the 31, Big Flaff, heading into the hairpin with the number 30 Joe. So the two BMWs side by side behind that. Joe going through, going wide, and one of the BMWs nearly sliding through, but just about staying ahead. Now Joe, after the Cadillac, the two BMWs, the HP car versus the 25, they all fly through into the next corner. A big move by Joe, and he runs into the back of the Cadillac. And now Joe's side by side with him, and the Cadillac runs Joe right off wide, and the 25 goes through. The 25 BMW goes through. The number 30 gets knocked all the way back down the order, side by side for the lead. For the second place, should I say, for the Cadillac, who shoves the BMW off wide. The HP BMW shoved off wide by the number 30. By the number 31, the Lamborghini, the 3 wide, the Lamborghini, the BMW and the Porsche. The Jota though falls back behind the Lamborghini. The SC63 battling the gold Jota car of Joseph Singh. There's a car around, that's the Cadillac, the man who took the lead out turn 1 now. A lap later is round, and now the number 5 Porsche, one of the number 5 Porsches, are going after the number 30 Jota Porsche of Joseph Singh, who heads down into the next corner, and he's being boxed in by the BMW. They all go through, just about make it through nice and cleanly though. The HP BMW having to watch out as Joe's to the outside of the number 5 Porsche Penske car. They go down, 3 German manufacturers, 3 cars of German make should I say, all going down into the hairpin. The HP BMW falling ahead. Meanwhile, round the outside goes the number 5 Porsche. Joe gets ahead of the BMW, who goes all the way off the track, but also Joe on the exit. The Jota tried to get back past the Porsche Penske car, and on the inside, Joe gets the move done as they head towards the Mercedes-Benz grandstand. This battle for second place rages on. Joe, the number 30 car, goes out of this corner. Round the outside goes the Porsche Penske. He's just about made the move stick. Now Joseph Singh though looking to make the move back down the inside, and he nearly makes it stick, but no, he loses out in the end. What a battle that was between the number 5 and the number 30, with the HP car getting involved as well, the BMW. But Joe with the number 31 really getting involved in it, heading through turn 1. Well, they head through the last few corners here, but the Porsche Penske ahead of Joseph Singh and the Jota, the gold car. Then comes the blue and white HP BMW. So they head through. Joe going wide there. And a couple of drivers with track limit penalties, one of them being Joseph Singh with a 1.4 penalty at this current stage. Heading through turn 4. And now down around the parabolica and into the hairpin. Can Joseph Singh get a move done on the Porsche Penske car up ahead of him? They both hit the brakes hard into this corner. Joe looking to make a move, but nothing made of it. They're all just falling in line at the moment. But the Porsche goes wide, so does the BMW. But the Jota, number 30 car, doesn't go wide. So that's put him right up close to the Porsche Penske car now. So I don't know if Joe can make a move yet or not, but he's certainly got some pace in that number 30 at the moment. Heading up and around, he's over the curb. There. He's fallen back a little bit now, so he's just trying to manage the gap. He doesn't want to lose too much time trying to hustle the car up to the back of the Porsche, if it means he's sacrificing time to the BMW behind him. So he's just trying to manage the gaps at the moment, but he's going up to the limit of every corner. Every curb on every corner being used to the max by Joseph Singh in terms of the road usage. Bar that penultimate corner, he's losing a bit of time there, as he could be using a bit more entry curb. But the Penske car in second over the line ahead of the number 30 in third. Then comes the HP BMW in fourth. But they go round here in Hockenhiem, round turn 1, into the heavy braking turn 2, 3, 4 slalom section. So head through turn 2, over the curb, round the little kinker turn 3, then through turn 4, and out onto the parabolic curve turn 5. As the BMW is actually catching up behind him, as Joe's lost some time in that last sector compared to the BMW, so that will cost him later on potentially, unless he can claw that time back, obviously. Heading through, he's gone in deep. He's gone in deep. He's avoided the sausage curb, but he has got in deep and lost a lot of time. Now the BMW behind is now catching right up to him. The number 30 gold Jota car of Joseph Singh, under immense pressure from the BMW behind him. There's the Mercedes-Benz grandstand. There's the golden car of Joseph Singh disappearing into the night here in Hockenheim. But the four German manufacturers up in the top 4 positions, so it's in their home race. That's a great result for them at the moment. But the British-based team of Jota currently ahead of the HP car, remembered from the BMW Williams days, with one Pablo Montoya in Formula 1. But here in LMDh, in this Forza Motorsport online lobby, we head into turn 1. Joe losing time to that BMW. He gains it a little bit here and there, but he's also losing bits here and there, and it's the bits that he's losing that are staying. He's losing more than he's gaining at the moment on that BMW. The Porsche's just pulled away from him now. The Porsche's long gone. So they've really got to watch out, those two. So Joe heading down. See the Porsche flashing its lights up ahead. You see the BMW just behind. They head into the hairpin then. You can hear something locking up there. I think that was Joe's rear tyres, or it could have been the wheel spin from the Porsche Penske. Not too sure, couldn't really tell. It's hard to see when it's in the night. If it was in day, I'd be able to tell you. Most likely. Heading into the next corner, and Joe again squeals under braking or under traction from the Porsche Penske in front. Again, I can't tell. He's heading through. I'm not hearing a lot of squealing from Joe in the medium speed corners, so I'm guessing it's the Porsche Penske in front locking up, as Joe runs ABS. So unless he's hitting the handbrake on every corner, which I would be surprised if he's doing, they head into the stadium section. Sebastian Vettel's worst nightmare of a corner. Now they head up into the last 2 corners of this particular lap. And Joe then heading round, trying to keep that BMW at bay behind him. There goes the Penske. But you can see Joe just managing the gap at the moment. He's doing well, but he's losing too much to the Porsche ahead of him, although he is able to gap the BMW behind him as well. So the dirty air looks like it's playing havoc here on these LMDh cars. Into the next corner, these prototype cars really making a race of it here at Hockenheim, known as Proton H in the Forza Motorsport game. They head down. Hear the Porsche roaring by. Yeah, the Porsche battling the Cadillac at the start. That was very high stakes for the pair of them. They both got half a second penalties for their antics. But yeah, it was very naughty about the Cadillac when they went through Parabolica and he was shoving Joe onto the grass. But it was also quite naughty of Joe from what he did at this corner, where he just missed his braking point and just knocked into the back of the Cadillac. But then the Cadillac also not really helping himself by running Joe and himself off wide and letting the BMW number 25 take the lead. And now shoving the number 30 down to a P3 position at the moment, after all that antics. But it was quite a heated battle up front, but then the Cadillac obviously spun at the last corner, just on the exit of the drag strip, hit the gravel on the exit curb and just spun the car. But heading through, the German Porsche heading through, trying to close in or trying to pull away, just trying to go as far as they can at the moment. You can't see anyone near him at the moment. The BMW is just completely gone from him. But the BMW pits as well, so the BMW, the HP BMW, the blue and white one, has gone into the pits. So Joe now has to push to try and thwart the undercut attempt from the overcut attempt, should I say, from the BMW. I reckon he'll have to pit this lap to make it an overcut instead of an undercut. Or no, he'll have to pit this lap to make it an undercut, not an overcut, from what I meant to say. Heading to the hairpin with Joe. And the man in P3 going through, and there's I think the BMW's lost the lead. He has the Porsche Penske has taken the lead ahead of the number 25 cars, and the number 5 Porsche leads ahead of the WRT BMW. No, the Rahal Letterman Racing. Letterman, I forgot what the team name is called, but it's RLL. And he's really going slow. I wonder if he's ran out of fuel or ran out of tyres, I'm not too sure, but Joe looking like he's going to catch right up to the BMW. And the BMW, who was leading this race in one lap, is now going to lose out to both Porsches if Joe can get by. He's having a look left, right. Now he makes his move to the penultimate corner. And the BMW is going to dive in the pits, and Joe dives in the pits as well. So the gold car into the pits. We skip forward. And we'll see where the other BMW comes out. No, the other BMW's pitting behind him, so I wonder if they missed something. There's all the repair stuff. There's the pit wall. There's the cars behind him. Joe does come out ahead of all of both BMWs. So that is going to be very crucial for his race. Now, the only person who has a pit is the leader. So heading through. Joe in second place at the moment now. In the number 30, he jumped the BMW number 25. He's now romping to a P2 finish, providing he can hold off the car behind him, because I don't think he's going to catch up to the lead after his pit stop unless something goes disastrously wrong for them. So the Porsche Penske's, the Porsche 963, should I say, looking like they're going to have a great race here in Germany, beating out their fellow German manufacturer BMW, providing everything goes the way it is now. Obviously, anything can happen in motorsport, and of course, as Murray Walker says, it usually does. As Balaba way, and past our way goes Joseph Singh into the next corner. Really going for a move. We're going for just time, trying to keep the gap to the car behind him. But it looks like the car behind him has got a lot of pace compared to Joe. Joe's struggling for pace. He's just managing the race, being consistent. The car behind him, though, looks like he's got his pace back from the early stages of the race. And now Joe looks like he's going to be under threat from the BMW. It's Dundren. Tyler Dundren looking for a move on Joseph Singh. Not going to make it stick, or is he? Dundren looking to make the move back in the 25 car. They both head into turn 2. Down the inside for the BMW, Joe just stays ahead. Goes very aggressive on the entry. And Dundren trying to get past Singh. The man with the number 30 in his gamer tag versus the man with the number 30 on his Jota car right now. And heading into the next corner to the inside for the BMW. Not going to make the move stick. Unless the Jota makes a mistake, which he doesn't. They both nail this corner. Although the BMW gets loose on exit. So that'll hurt him. That will help Joe out. So Joe now heading around this next corner. Is he going to be able to stay ahead for much longer though? Because it looks like he's very vulnerable to that BMW. Provided he does any kind of mistake. And he nearly does make a mistake there. Losing the car. Dundren looks like he's made a similar mistake. So they both head through, and I think Joe just hit the wall. There were some sparks coming off that wall there. Joe getting a bit sloppy into this last sector of his second lap on these after his pit stop. They both head through, but Dundren having to go for the inside of the last corner. No, Joe not letting him have it. But onto the exit of the last corner, Joe goes off wide into the gravel, and Dundren gets through on Singh. And into turn 1, the BMW ahead of the Jota, but the Jota looking to come back at him. They head into turn 2. They both go quite wide onto the green paint. And Joe and Tyler both making moves. Joe's trying to go for the move, but he gets blocked. He gets blocked past by Tyler. Kind of pinches him on the apex there, leaves him with nowhere to go, ruining his exit. And now Joe heading into the hairpin. Is he able to make a move on Dundrod? He heads into the hairpin. And the BMW versus the Porsche. The Porsche doesn't go for a move, he hesitates. And that will probably sow the seeds, and the BMW does split the Porsches on the podium. Joe in the 30 has been overtaken by the BMW. Meanwhile, we go up front. Let me just customize oh, and he nearly, while I'm customizing the HUDs there, I'll just show you that one again. Look, Joe into the next corner. Look how close he gets to the BMW. He misses his braking point like he did on lap 1, and nearly steams into the back of the BMW. Absolute carnage. So they head through. Oh, what's he done there? There we go. Right, so we have the graphics now. Oh no. Why have I done that now? I'm having a bit of graphic issues. There we go. Right. But we head through. Meanwhile, the Porsche Penske going over the line on lap 10, but it will probably stay in this order. Meanwhile, Dundrod behind him. Then comes Joe. Here on lap 11. We're going to skip forward a little bit here to the next notable moment, where we go into turn 2, 3 and 4. At turn 4, Joe, it looks like he's nailed this section. He heads down the straight behind the BMW. We're going to keep going. Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna... Normally I would be able to endure this time period, but obviously, given these are highlights, I may as well just skip to the good bits. Here we go. Into the next corner then. Joe, currently he is in P3, he's not in P7, ignore the graphics, they've glitched because I've skipped forward. Joe runs wide onto the grass, he's going to lose the car, he's lost it, and he clouts the wall for good measure. Not too sure how far the car is behind him. He's about 20 odd seconds behind Joseph Singh, so he's not going to be in picture. Joe, though, making a mistake and losing the chance to get second place in this race. Right, and then that's pretty much it, so I may as well just do the leader now. As heading through them with Scott DeRacer out of the last corner. Ignore the fact that it says he's PE4. He is the winner of the race today. Great race by Scott DeRacer. He will be followed momentarily by the BMW of Dundrod, who nearly loses the car there. And then it will be Joseph Singh. No, not him. Joseph Singh. He will be the man in third. Then in P4 will be the other Porsche Penske of Cnews. Or is it the other way around? I think it's the other way around. So it's this guy who wins, and then it's Scott DeRacer in P3. But yeah, the graphics making a mistake makes it hard to tell. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. Right, that's done. I can put that one on the YouTube now. Hello Twitch, by the way, if you're watching. Oh no, not activate. I've clicked the wrong thing, sorry. Right. I would do this one, but it was too unserious to do. What was this? Which one was this again? I forgot. I'll check real quick in case I can do any videos on it. If not, I'll just go into a lobby now. I'll do it on the stream as well, why not? Oh, this is the Green Army Le Mans. Right, don't need this one for a second. Go off this. Oh, what's happened to you? Ah. Do you know what? I'm just gonna go on BC. Bye stream.